Well, Teddy Goodz, it's been a lot of talk, as we said, mostly by TK Orion over the last few weeks here. And now TKO is going to have to answer for just about everything he's said on the internet and that he's been saying about Teddy Goodz.
You know, always a pleasure to come around to some of the independent shows around the country because you always see some surprising talent and wonder, you know, why they're still on the independent level. So I'm looking forward to that night. Of course, they talked about earlier Antonio Thomas, Brutal Bob Evans. These are guys I've worked with before and have seen, but I'm looking forward to watching these guys. Yeah, it's going to be fun. TK Orion actually had a pretty big rivalry with Brutal Bob Evans, funny enough, over the course of the last few months. And recently he's injured his hand a little bit too. He's got a, I don't know if it's a fractured hand or a broken hand, but either way. He's got like a, not a cast, but a brace on the hand.
Well, I saw the x-ray online, and it's a pretty gruesome injury, but he's still wrestling through it.
I had the chance to work with him briefly last year at a training camp that we did down in another part of the state. So I'm anxious to see how much he's improved over that period of time.
Was that TK Orion?
Yeah. Oh, aside from his trash talking, John.
Yeah, right. No, he's been a force, and I've enjoyed watching him over the last few months too. Teddy taking him down there, working on the non-injured hand so far. TK Orion with a stomp and now another wrist lock. Goodz trying to roll out of it, trying to maneuver out of it, steps aside, and down goes TK Orion.
Bars the arm, nice move.
Ryan's got the ropes in his foot. Yeah, that was him. I mean, the referee really, you know, I think TK was upset because he had his leg on the rope a long time ago, and the referee didn't quite see it, and TK was hot now.
One of the things that I see more of in the current product than I did years and years and years ago was a lot more talk, you know, and stalling and killing time.
Yeah, it's almost, you know, sometimes you'll see it like, it seems like everybody wants to stall or play a mind game or a trick or a talk. And yeah, I mean, years ago, it was, you know, get in the ring and let's see what happens. You know, let's do this.
Yeah. Well, you know, to me, if I've got an advantage on you, I want to keep that advantage and I'm going to press for it.
Yeah.
Rather than stop and talk to the fans or talk to the referee or talk to anybody. You know, that ends up costing you in the long run, I think.
Well, TKO just showing up for the fans, and he caught a shot outside the ring. Goes TK Orion. He just brought it up. And now he's in the fans that he was just talking to. And the dreaded TK no chants are starting already. Teddy Goodz.
Oh! Lit him up with a chop on that one, Joe.
That was a horrific chop by Teddy Goodz. But he took too long getting back in the ring. Now TKO put the boots to Teddy.
Yeah, Ryan's opening up right away. Apparently, you know, Good had out-wrestled him a little bit on the front end. I'd be more apt to want to test him a little further than that before I decided to change my tactics.
2 count. First pin of the match there. 2 count for Teddy Goodz. Now, what would you say if you were in a match with TK Orion right now and you see that wrist? I mean, at some point you think that that's just it's kind of a target, right?
Yeah. Anytime, you know, you see a guy with, well, of course, now most of the guys wear double knee pads. You know, back when I started, which has been like over 55 plus years ago, nobody did. But if you wore a knee brace, if you wore an elbow brace, that was like a sign, you know, this is where I'm going. Your opponent's going to try to work on that and should.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big bullseye, basically.
Yeah, you know, it's real simple, Joe. Yeah. In wrestling, the 5 points of balance, the head, the 2 arms, and legs. You take one of those 5 points of balance away, it gives your opponent a big disadvantage. And to me, you keep going back to that arm or to that leg.
Well, right now, Teddy Goodz isn't getting that opportunity because, you know, TK Orion's outdoing him right now. And a couple of good boots. Now TK O'Ryan setting him up off the ropes. Scoots him up. Sidewalk slam by TK O'Ryan, who's still in control. Chance for Teddy to pin. A 2 count for...
Good cover. He was high on the shoulders, had him hooked, but Good wasn't beaten down enough.
You know, another thing that you probably see a lot too, that you maybe didn't see years ago, is sometimes you see sloppy covers now, like very sloppy covers.
Yes.
And you know, you want to expect every time that if you're going to pin a guy, you think you'd want to make sure that there's a possibility for it to happen.
You can't lay across his stomach or his lower chest. You've got to get those shoulders hooked and keep them down.
Right.
And I admire you for noticing that. Those are the fine little details, you know, that a lot of fans never see or a lot of fans don't notice.
You know, I mean, I had a couple of years in the ring there, and got yelled at a few times by Killer Kowalski. And
I never got yelled at by him. He kicked my butt a few times.
Yeah. He didn't really yell, but it was a good time. But I think TK O'Ryan is, he's doing the right stuff right now. Whipping to the buckle.
Yeah.
Follows it up with another chop.
And now he's got him going. He's got Good going. This is where he needs to try to put him away. It's never mind punishing him. Never mind getting revenge. But here's where all right. He needs to either.
And there you go.
Instead of that body scissor, he needs to cover him. He needs to try to pin those shoulders. Absolutely. Make Good work to get away. And of course, he's going to have to work to get out of that body scissor.
Well, it must be difficult to put on with the broken hand too. But right now, he's got him in a submission maneuver, dead in the middle of the ring. Referee asking Teddy Goodz if he wants to give up. Teddy Goodz pounding the mat out of pain, but not submitting. Really cinched in now by TK O'Ryan.
You know, if you're hooking a submission, Joe, and you've got it longer than, let's say, 25 or 30 seconds, then you don't have it hooked properly or not completely. That's the thing. A good submission, you're done in a short period of time.
Well, I imagine you wear yourself down, too, at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you can see all the power and fatigue trying to cinch that maneuver in by TK O'Ryan. And Goodz fighting back, ducking under a boot. Follows it up with a high knee to the face. TK O'Ryan
needed to follow up on it, though. Good is not following up on it.
He's out of breath. Is he out of breath? I don't know.
He's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, so he's looking at the fans, but...
And what are they going to do to help him?
Right. Nothing.
Thank you.
You got to go, Teddy. And now he's pointing to TK O'Ryan, but... Running elbow by Teddy Goodz. Another one. A third time caught TK O'Ryan. Oh, man, look out, TK.
And he went to the well one time too many.
You know something? We were in the back earlier talking about this very thing, about guys going to the well over and over again. And despite taking a few shots, TK O'Ryan with a heck of a counter. And now going for... Teddy Goodz kicked out. I thought he was out.
Ryan needs to be right back on him. Never mind the theatrics. Never mind waving at the crowd. Right. He needs to be pulling him right back down, covering him again.
Exactly right.
That means Good has got to fight to get out from under Ryan's weight. He's not having to do that. Here we go again,
Well, now TK O'Ryan in the corner with Teddy Goodz. Maybe a tornado DDT. No. Teddy Goodz. A couple chops. And a kick, and now grabbing him off the top rope. Oh! Punched back by Teddy Goodz. Oh, I thought the referee caught a 3 there.
Did Good pull him up, or did he get his shoulders up? Now he's going to got a half crab.
And now he's going for a half crab. And TKO's tap